Okay, for today's math lesson, you're going to need your math log, pencil, and sticky notes if you have it. Remember, if I'm ever going too fast, you just go ahead and pause this video. Okay, so up the top right-hand corner, name and date. Today's date is September 24th, 2020. Enter to Tati. Our Tati for the day is the same as yesterday, so we want to understand that a quotient is the same as saying the number of groups or the number of things in a group, okay? So that's the quotient. It's going to be the same thing we learned yesterday. Go ahead and write on your piece of paper, just like we do together. Everything I have down here, you're going to have there as well. So understand that oh my goodness. So understand that the quotient is the number of groups or the number of objects in a group. That is what the quotient is. And that can even be our key vocabulary. It's not going to be for today, but it is a key vocabulary that we do need to know. Once you have that, go ahead and draw your foursquare. And we label it quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I do it, you go ahead and do it as well. Go ahead and put your post-it note in quadrant 1, opening it up like a book. If you don't have a post-it note, you just kind of do the same thing as I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to get caught up there. Okay, and today we don't have a key vocabulary actually, so we are going to go ahead and practice our known and unknown again. So go ahead and write known, go ahead and write unknown. That's going to be on the outside of your post-it note. On the inside, we're going to draw a picture. We know that this whole thing is, let's say, 10. 10 what? We always have to label it. 10, I don't know, books, okay? So remember, if you don't have a post-it, you're kind of just doing it like I am. If you have a post-it, this drawing goes on the inside. Once you do that, go ahead and do it on this side as well, on the unknown side. And it's the same. right? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to split this up now. Draw 4 lines because we want 5 equal parts. Remember, if we want 5 equal parts, we always do one less. So to make equal parts, you always draw 1 line less than the number you want. I wanted 5 equal parts, so I drew 4 lines. Go ahead and do that on each side. Again, 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I drew 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and do that. Now if you have a highlighter, go grab a highlighter. If you don't have a highlighter, go ahead and grab a color pencil or a crayon. And known is going to be pink. And unknown is going to be yellow. Those are common highlighter colors. If you don't have those, you can switch out those colors. These are the ones I'm going to use, okay? But make sure they're 2 different colors. If you're using crayons, you can pick the pink and the yellow crayon. And what we're going to do is we're going to shade in what the known is. We're going to shade in what the unknown is. So the known is, what number do we know in this problem? What number do we know in this problem? We know 10, right? That's the number we were given. So lightly, even lighter than I'm doing, go ahead and shade in with your pink or with your highlighter 10 books. Because that's our known. If I'm going too fast, go ahead and pause the video. Our unknown, the thing we don't know, is how much each of these equal. So each of these squares right here, go ahead and put a question mark inside. Okay, these are our unknowns. We don't know what that number is until we figure it out, right? So our unknown, our yellow, is going to be 1 square. It wouldn't be all of them because all of them we know equals 10. So 1 square is our unknown. And if you divide 10 into 5 equal groups, what's our known? What does our unknown become? It becomes our known because it becomes 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Look at that. We got 10, which was our known. 10 was our known before. And we skip counted by 2's in 5 groups to get 10. So our unknown, our question mark, became a 2. Our unknown became a known. Very good. All right. We're going to do a problem down here together. Quadrant 3. And you're going to draw 2 lines because we need how many equal parts? 3 equal parts. So we're going to draw 2 lines because we want 3 equal parts. Always one less line. And this whole thing, it's hard to draw. This whole thing is equal to 12. 12 what? 12 students. This whole tape diagram is 12 students. But I want to know How much is this one? How much is this one? Go ahead and write known and unknown. And think about this for a minute. What's our known and what's our unknown? Our known will be, go ahead and fill it in. What's our known? Our known will be 12. We know that there's 12 students. What's our unknown? Our unknown is one group. Okay. We want to know how many are in each group, right? Because we know that there's 3 groups. We can see that right here. 1, 2, 3. We want to know how many students are in one group. One group total. How many are in just one group? Now, if you don't know that off the top of your head, no worries. Remember, we practice going like this, and we count up until we get to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many are in each group? We have 4 in each group. So our unknown, after we solve it, becomes our another known, which is 4. There are 4 in each group, and we know that because 4 times 3 is equal to 12. 4 in each group, 3 groups equals 12 total, okay? 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. Of 4 in each group, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 12 students total. Okay, now quadrant 4, we don't have something. So what I want you to do is draw whatever you feel like drawing in quadrant 4. Give me a nice little surprise drawing in quadrant 4. It could be anything you're feeling. When you're done with that, we're going to work on the problem set a little bit, so stay on. You can just turn to the next page and follow along with me, or you can get out a whiteboard and a whiteboard marker and do it on that, okay? So here's our problem set. Fill in the blanks to make true number sentences. Okay, so if 1 times 3 equals 3, if there's one group with 3 in each group, for a total of 3, what is 3 divided by 3? 3 students divided into 3 groups equals how many students in each group? So I have Mason, Bentley, and Kirsten. Okay, I want to separate them into 3 breakout rooms. If I had those 3 students, I separated them into 3 breakout rooms. How many students will be in one room? In each room? There will be 1 student, right? So we could go ahead and we could do 1. And it kind of gives you the answers here. You're just trying to see the similarity between multiplication and division. So 2 groups of 3 equals 6. What's 6 groups divided into groups of 3? How many would we have here? 2. So you're going to fill in those blanks, all of them, on your own. If you need to draw diagrams, like tape diagrams or arrays, you can go ahead and do that as well. Number 2, Mr. Lawson picks tomatoes from his garden. He divides the tomatoes into bags of 3. Circle to show how many bags he picks. So what would be helpful is they've already done the drawing for you. So he divides the tomatoes into bags of 3. Bags of 3 means 3 in each bag. So circle groups of 3, right? Tell me, how many groups of 3 are there? That shows how many bags he has. Okay, circle to show how many bags he packs. Then skip count to show the total number of tomatoes. So it'll be 3, 6, 9, 12, okay? And so forth. Keep going. Skip count by threes. Draw and label a tape diagram to show. So remember, a tape diagram is how we have been doing, where we do the box and we divide it into the number of bags. You're going to do it based on the number of bags you got here. So let's say you got 2 bags of 3. You're going to draw your rectangle and you're going to divide it into 2 bags, which means if you have 2 bags, you're going to do 1 line, right? Always 1 less. If you think there's 7 bags, you're going to draw 6 lines for 7 equal groups. Don't forget, the biggest number always goes first in division. How many total tomatoes does he have? Go ahead and count these tomatoes. Divide it into 3 in each group. How many groups does he have? How many bags does he have? Okay. Then you're going to continue down here. You can either do a tape diagram for these last 3, or you can do an array. It's probably whatever works best for you. The way you can find this is you go to Canvas. Once you're in Canvas and you see Homeroom, go to Assignments and go to Thursday Math, Module 1, Lesson 14. 13. Don't forget to scroll on down. It is 2 pages long, 6 questions total. All right, good luck.